Receiving your message was quite the surprise, Strife.
Desperate times and all that.
I'm still not clear on who you really are, Morrigan.
If I can provide assistance, do such things matter when the world faces such peril?
It could. You're friends with Solace.
Our relationship is more complex than you suggest, and circumstances have compelled me to stand against friends ere now.
Yeah, Morrigan's done a whole lot of friend betraying and backstabbing and possible king bedding. I don't know. Just continue vaguely nebulously referring to your backstory in ways that make the players who played all of the previous games feel seen, Morrigan. That's gonna go well. Anyway, there's a quest marker over here. Don't walk through the fire in order to get to the quest, Rook. Do you not have a fast travel point there? I honestly don't remember. I probably could fast travel there, but we're not going to. We're crossroadsing it for reasons.
I wonder if the crows offer lessons, or just training, even.
Looking to learn their techniques?
Oh, no, not that. I don't want to be an assassin. Not really. But it's always good to learn new things, some of them assassin adjacent.
Mm-hmm.
Not scary at all.
Gee, Maribel, do you think maybe, as an Antivan crow, you might be able to directly answer the question that Bellara put forth to you? About the crows of Antiva? Which you are? Rook? I guess not. Onward!
Fewer people than I expected. Let's find Asher.
Asher?
The Viper. He prefers to be called Asher in private. Said I could tell you.
See here, I was thinking the Viper was called Randy.
Trouble in the Anvalanim. Darkspawn.
But those tunnels are safe passage for...
I know. We've had to close that entrance.
We can help. We've recently had to deal with Blight. Those Darkspawn have to be destroyed before they get out into the city.
If you get through, signal the all clear at the hidden door.
There's a storyline they had to cut where Asher is secretly the Black Divine. I'm sorry, is the Black Divine like an anti-pope? I've never heard the term Black Divine before, and I choose to believe, because, I know what the Divine is. In the context of Dragon Age, let's not to make overly broad statements, but I know what the Divine is, so is the Black Divine just the anti-pope?
This is troubling. Darkspawn in the city.
And in one of the worst places. The Shadows rely on those tunnels to rescue people.
But why is it called that? On Valanim, it's the ancient elven word for womb.
Huh, interesting.
Okay, he's literally the anti-pope. I'm so glad I pulled context out of a thing. Good job, Goog. Hi there, pawn shop man.
Hello.
I'm sorry. What did your voice sound like? Okay, you only got that one line. That's probably for the best, Bren. Go and live your life.
Hello.
Oh, you can still do giftings! And the game is like, you know what? We're not even gonna make you guess anymore. This is a thing you can buy for Nev, okay? It's not like Dragon Age Origins, where it's like, oh, here's a famous Antivan painting. Do you remember which one of your squad mates likes famous Antivan paintings? No? Well, guess! No, the game is like, actually, no. This is for Nev. Buy this and Nev will like you more. I really make Morgan love you by pelting her with low-quality wine. It's a thing you could do in Dragon Age Origins. Now, you could go to a shop and every bottle of low-quality wine is just stamped with Morrigan's face.
The Anvalanim should have an entrance this way. The passage is hidden by a wall carving. Keep an eye out.
Okay.
Venatori. Why are they so close to the shop?
Oh, hi.
All right, let's get that.
Stop weakening, you...
Yep. Shit.
Nice one.
There. Is that the wall carving you mentioned?
That's the one. There's a switch behind the serpent's head on the left.
Hey, look, a wall carving.
Got it.
Was that supposed to be subtle? I'm sorry, Nev. Was this supposed to be, like, secretive? It's a giant two-headed... Okay.
It's so dark and narrow and kind of damp.
Really? Okay, damp I'll grant. Damp, absolutely. You can see just in the reflections on the floor. It's definitely damp. As for dark, I mean, it's brighter in here than it was in that alley. And narrow? Narrow? Laura! I know you're used to forests and stuff, but chick, we could go like 4 abreast in here. Narrow. Hey.
Don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, no, that was a kaboom. That was a ooh.
Can't
there's
get through
Blight there.
here. But we've got to clear the obstacle somehow.
Okay, so Balara just doesn't like stone. Okay. Well, we found a free lunch voucher, which is excellent, and also the plot. Ow. Alright, so we zing that. And that sends a Blight fuse
That did it. We can get through now.
going over that way.
Vega, I hate tunnels. Let's kill those Shadow Dragon rats so I can leave this place.
Let's
Shadow
not.
Dragon agents,
Watch
they're
ahead.
down here with us. Get them.
Yeah.
Don't let them run for reinforcements.
Camera,
Reinforcements. We can't let them reach the Shadow Dragon hideout.
let me tilt
Even
down.
more Venatori? We have to take out the leaders.
All right. To the ladder. Okay, can you guys use the ladder? Can I? Oh dear. I didn't intend for that, but okay. Hi.
Careful left!
That will be punished.
Oop.
Now there's a nice
Ow.
shot.
That was my spine. Hello, dipshit. Oh, no. Don't
Range
send
thing
husks at
coming.
me. Alright, ow.
Your death will be the start.
Hey, what if you had a... Hold on. Maybe this is one of those infinitely spawning duty guys. Hold on. I don't like you. You with your skull.
Cannot be possible.
Yeah, fuck that and fuck you. Alright. Screw you for existing.
We're still blocked.
Hi.
There's another boil somewhere.
Yeah, one thing at a time, Rook. I may or may not have been sequence breaking when I did that, but ooh, that froze. Chicks.
We get rid of the Blight pools or the Darkspawn keep coming.
Chicks, you're being chased.
Die for failing.
Continue your wrath!
Hi, Brother Nomad. Is that your name or is that your title? Like, are you a brother who is also a nomad, or are you Brother Nomad? Now, the world may never know. You're going to be dead soon.
Their wills falter.
Doot. And dead. Hi, Brother D. What was
Those
it like being
Darkspawn
alive,
Venatori
Brother
were on
D?
the same side.
I know. And that worries me. At least that seems to be the last of them.
It should be.
We picked up the Bleeding Shard. Gives plus 20% bleeding damage, or... no, I think I like both of what I have.
Safe, but the shadows choose the entrance again.
Let's find it and tell them to open up.
Alright. Game is conveniently telling me that there is a box around here. Also. Hey, look. Box. It contains the Karast's double hat! Double hat! Sadly, it is not a good hat. But, you know, it's a double hat. Alright, you know what? I just want to see it one time. Probably not actually going to equip it, because it's significantly worse than the Defiant Silence. But, right, if we equip that and then go over here, hide hall. I'm sorry. You can't. Well. Okay. I mean, it is. It is double the hat. You kind of. I feel like. You know, there might be a little too much humor. There might be too many jokes going on in this outfit. It's like you put a hat on a hat. But, here's the Defiant Silence +3, which, as a reminder, yeah, no, we're not going to be equipping... Well, we're going to be equipping that, but we're never going to be showing that, so... Alright, hi there, Blight Boyle. What happens if we stab you? Okay, we got another path out of here. Cool. Let's smash that. Shoulder block those barrels.
There it is. The hidden entrance back into the shop.
She says, shouting loudly for anyone to hear.
It's Rook. All clear down here.
Nice work. I'll get the door.
Yeah, that is not a hidden entrance. That is a door. Is it hidden on this side? No! It's a door! What is hidden about this entrance? Now, granted, it was a bit of a bitch getting in from this side, but, you know, it's still a door. It's a... Okay. All right. Thank you for opening the door. Hidden entrance. Honest to say...
How did the Venatori find the Shadow Dragon's hideout? Isn't it a secret?
We help the people in Docktown. They know where we are. Someone might have talked about the shop. People spreading rumors, that's easy to handle. But Darkspawn, that's different.
Hey, didn't I suspect that there was a fairly obvious heel turn coming? Actually, I might be remembering some crows. Yeah, I think there was a what I thought was a telegraphed heel turn that has not actually happened yet. So, Hi, Matt.
You really saved our skins there, Rook. Those Darkspawn could have destroyed us.
It wasn't just Darkspawn. Venatori were there too, and they weren't fighting each other.
How is that possible? Darkspawn attack all living things.
Darkspawn are blighted. If the gods control the blight, they might control the Darkspawn.
It stands to reason. Yeah, that does sound bad.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of that.
The Venatori could have magic that protects them, or worse, they could be allied somehow.
If you're looking for answers about the Venatori, I may have a lead. A warehouse on the other side of the city. Lots of cult activity. And some of them were spotted headed towards a shop. Could be a coincidence, or it could be something more.
It's worth a look.
Agreed. Rook?
Let's go.
Onward.
Tomorrow.
The Viper, or Asher, I suppose. Is he the leader of the Shadow Dragons?
One of them. He made his name freeing slaves and supporting their rebellions. He won't stop until slavery ends in Tevinter.
Seems a decent fellow. I hate to
so
see
the
him
Viper's
die.
real name is Asher?
A middle name. He calls himself Viper for first impressions, or so he says.
What do you mean?
Asher just doesn't have the same impact, does it?
So it's branding. Got it.
Venatori, we have to be getting close to their hideout.
Do we? Where are they? Oh, hi, guys. I didn't see you there. And you certainly didn't see me there. Or get a scouting report on what I can do. Yeah, I'm typically pretty good
More
at...
Venatori. They're probably here to keep intruders out.
Which one of you guys is Adam? Because I hear he can be a real kick in the head. Joke for my New England Patriots and Dragon Age fans out there. All 6 of you. And you're dead. And hey, I saw that. No maging at me. Alright, what if I, death arrows? What do you... You're immune to my death... You can't be immune to my death arrows. That's cheating. Stupid death cultist being immune to... Oh, you're immune to everything on account of your protective crystal fuckery. Dipshit. That's what you get. Oh, are we still doing stuff? Oh, we're still doing stuff. Hi! I didn't realize we were still doing stuff. That's what you get for doing stuff. At some point I should reassess what powers I have equipped to my power bar, but, you know, it's fine. Everybody die. Nev's bond increased. Hey! Box?
We've got company.
Ah, dipshit. And what if I do this? I forgot what that does. It appears to have given me runic advantage. Which means I can roll 2d20 and take the higher result? Ah. I mean...
Let's keep moving before more of them come crawling out.
Okay, game, I understand that you want to teach me the breaking shield stance mechanic and all that, but if the dude's just gonna stand 100 feet away from me, I'm gonna flick him to death with arrows. Like, come on. Come on. I'm a bow rogue. What do you want me to do, not be a bow rogue?
Lots of Venatori. We must be close.
Nope. Nope.
That's all the Venatori guarding the place.
I got a skill point. I'm sorry. Bow rogue's so good. Now, Nev, didn't we pick up a thing for you? Do you have to, do we have to tell you to equip your new thing? I think we might have to tell you to equip your new thing. Yeah. Okay. So Nev presently is wearing this, which is nice and charactery and all of that, but you could be wearing that, which loses your hat. Why did it lose your hat? I want you to put your hat back on. Put your fucking... I feel so bad. Now granted, it's a dumb, stupid, doofy hat, but it's Nev's hat. There's no good reason other than the fact that the game decided the characters don't need helmet slots and they can only just have one armor if they're companions and not in your... Demand that you put on... Fuck. Alright. Game took away helmets and didn't...
Right. Here's our way in.
Let's not jump. Let's climb. Probably good.
Sounds like someone doing magic. Not the good kind either. Chanting's never good.
I'm sorry, did someone in a Dragon Age game just say that the chant is never good? I'm sorry. Careful who you say that around.
Got company.
Oh, do we? Oh, hey. Aha!
They're summoning Darkspawn.
That sounds bad.
We stop them, then we... They're using magic to control that
Hi, guys.
Darkspawn. We have to stop it. Got us at a distance.
Fancy meeting you here. Ow.
This is why you don't mess with Darkspawn.
Death arrows?
Icon or die!
Okay, good. Alright. I know you resisted the death arrows, but you also got zwinged way the hell over there by the death arrows, so... Death arrows did their job. Good job, Death arrows. Whoosh.
Stop failing, fools!
You stop failing, fuckers. Thank you. Thank you.
We're under fire.
Death for you. Shout for you. Arrow to skull for you.
That's all of the Darkspawn and Venatori. Let's search the place and figure out what they were doing.
Okay, so I just got that quick start leather I didn't buy.
Look at this. Draining into the tunnels below the city, perhaps.
One more way the Venatori released Blight into our tunnels. I'll tell the other shadows.
Astonishing. Elgarnon has blessed us with ancient knowledge. The relic lets us control Darkspawn through their blighted blood. Oh, awesome. Hey, wait a second. If the key to controlling Darkspawn is their blighted blood, does that mean that you could theoretically control, say, other creatures that have been exposed to blighted Darkspawn blood? Such as, say, Grey Wardens? Because if I had a nickel for every video game where people figured out a way to control the Grey Wardens on account of their connection to Darkspawn, I would have 2 nickels, which, on the one hand, isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice. But that's twice not counting the possibility that it could have happened in this game. And if it's happened in this game, then we need to have a serious conversation about this whole Grey Warden thing, and whether or not it's even a good idea.
The gods gave the Venatori a relic they can use to control Darkspawn.
Knight Commander Lenos, we are blessed indeed to have such a loyal friend in you. Continue to serve us, and you will be richly... So this motherfucker took notes on his criminal conspiracy, basically.
This note. Knight Commander Lenos of the Minratha's Templars is being paid off by Venatori.
Damn it.
Shadow dragons are watching us. Don't let them get close. The exact location is unknown, but they use the catacombs. Send Darkspawn to... Ooh, not great.
This explains the Darkspawn we keep finding in the catacombs.
At least they don't know where the Shadow Dragons are. Exactly.
Yet.
Hey, Rook. Is everything all right in there? Rook, I thought I'd see if you needed help.
Okay. I definitely believe that and don't suddenly suspect you or nothing. By the way, we're just going to read this note that you totally ignored. Stop leaving the rooftop passage open. It lets in a draft. Oh, dummies. Okay, so that's just in case you couldn't figure out that there's a way up to the roof. That's the game telling you, hey, go to the roof.
Did you find anything in there?
The risen gods taught the Venatori how to control Darkspawn. Explains why the hideout was attacked.
We found documents from the Knight Commander. I knew he was crooked. I didn't think he was actually Venatori.
Let's head back to the shop. We'll discuss things there.
We managed to catch the stragglers fleeing the warehouse.
They'll think twice before coming back here. What else did you find?
The Venatori serve Elgarnon and Gillinane like we thought. They gave the cult control over Darkspawn.
Great. Sounds like the Venatori are going to be even more trouble.
Yeah, well... Listen, they're fuckers.
I think we've only scratched the surface. It will get worse.
How do we know we can even trust you? You're not from here. You don't know Minrathas like we do.
Yeah, but she
is. And we know as little about you as we do these risen gods you unleashed.
I unleashed!
Now. What is it they say? The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Also that.
The cult has its hooks deep in the city. Venatori backers sit in the magisterium chambers, and now they wield power given to them by the gods.
Yeah.
We'll have to get along if there's any chance of surviving this.
May, what are you doing here? You promised you'd lay low.
Well...
Tried it, didn't much care for it.
This Mayveris person is definitely someone who's maybe important, but I don't know who the fuck she is, so... Maribel Deriva doesn't know who the fuck she is!
Who are you? And can we trust you?
Look at that. There are bounds to my infamy after all. Refreshing.
Rook's been working with us. Mayveris is one of the Shadow Dragon leaders.
Mayveris Talani, formerly Magister Mayveris Talani, at your service.
Wait, formerly?
My enemies conspired to have my magisterium seat stripped from me.
Oh no!
We can talk about it later, if you want. My concerns feel petty when stacked against risen gods.
So do
the
most.
Shadow Dragons have a lot to discuss, but you, Rook, are expected at the Swan.
Me? The Cobbled Swan? Why?
The First Warden is here to speak with you.
The First Warden? Let's hope we actually get some help with the Blight.
Come back when you can. I think we'll need your help again.
Old stories about the Dreadwolf, about Solus. Do you think they're all about him?
What do you mean?
Maybe most of them are his, but over time the truth...
Hi guys! Sorry to interrupt you, but there are dudes! Also, I'm trapped in a corner wall. Get away from me. Ow. Hey, you. Get death whacked. Oh. Did you leave your zone? I think you left your zone.
They're a tough bunch.
We're losing it!
Oh, well, you died in your zone, buddy.
Old stories about the Dreadwolf, about Solus. Do you think they're all about him?
What do you mean?
Maybe most of them are his, but over time the truth shifts and there's been a lot of time. Sometimes it's convenient to pin a story on someone else, or take credit for another one.
Huh. He could have lied, or inspired other liars, I guess that fits, but it makes things even more confusing.
Yeah. History's kind of like that, Bellara. And mythology's kind of like that. And religion's kind of like that. Huh. Bet you mythological religious history is definitely like that. Oh, hey. Something locked. Oh. So eventually we'll meet someone who can blow things up. But until then, no one knows how to use bombs. Got it.
We're not alone.
We're not? Who's, Oh, hi!
Here we go!
I'm just gonna throw a whole bunch of arrows in this general direction and trust that everything works out.
Continue your wrath!
That will be punished!
Well, Rook, that goes to you.
I am made strong!
Form a takedown when an enemy is at low health or
Took them
staggered.
down clean.
Okay. What if I just shoot him in the head with arrows, though?
Ranged incoming!
Seems like they die. Yeah, it seems like they die real good. I don't know, Gabe. This whole shoot him in the head with arrows plan seems to be working for me.
I am Jowin Glastrom, First Warden and Supreme Commander of Weishaupt. I received word of your team's request for Grey Warden assistance after an incursion of the Blight at Demeter's Crossing. I looked into you, an upstart assassin whose grandstanding against the Antarm attracted too much attention.
I mean, that's
sounds brazen, even for an Antivan crow.
Thanks.
I'll take that as a compliment.
So I'm interested in hearing how an Antivan killer for hire unleashed the Blight.
Gods! It were gods! It were gods and also a bald guy.
I was stopping an elven god from bringing down the Veil and destroying the world.
An elven god?
Fen'Harel, the Dreadwolf. He goes by Solus. He's got a lot of names.
I did not come here to listen to fairy tales. I am here because of the Blight.
Yeah, well, listen, Captain Shoulderpad, I don't know what to tell you. There's more shit.
We haven't even gotten to the real fairy tale parts yet. When we stopped Solus, 2 elven gods escaped from where he'd imprisoned them. Elganon and Gillinane. And they're not just evil, they're blighted. The point is that the gods are making the Blight worse. Demeter's Crossing was just the start. That's why we need the Grey Wardens.
I suspected more politicking from the remnants of the Inquisition. I see now that I was wrong.
I'm really glad to hear that.
It is clear that whatever you did to unleash the Blight has corrupted your already weak mind.
Okay, wait.
You will be taken to Weishaupt and placed under heavy guard until the danger you caused by unleashing the Blight passes.
Not happening, fuckwad, but also...
Are you kidding me?
I assure you, I am deadly serious.
I don't have time to sit here and stroke your ego. You need to shut up and listen. The threat is real. The gods are coming and they're bringing the Blight with them.
Let me tell you something about the Blight. It is evil, it is implacable, and above all, it is predictable. The Blight has not changed in over 1,000 years. The Grey Wardens will defeat it, as they always do. And we will do so without you causing confusion with your deranged conspiracy theories. I suggest you come along quietly.
Adamant Fortress 941, Dragon.
Hey!
The Grey Wardens attempted to raise an army of demons. Hardly the models of good judgment yourselves, are you?
Everyone knows Warden Commander Clarel acted alone at Adamant Fortress.
Acted alone, you say? Imagine if everyone were to see the letter I discovered where you authorize her actions. I wonder how that might complicate the narrative.
Are you prepared to risk the security of the Grey Wardens for this deluded girl?
You may be surprised to learn that I care very little about the security of the Grey Wardens.
Yeah, tracks.
Stay away from the Blight, and do not pester the Grey Wardens with any more of your nonsense.
He seems upset. Was it something I said?
Entirely possible. Also, dude, I would say you got a haircut, but also you grew it a lot. And yeah, you do just have the hair that Solus used to have. That's a true fact. But in addition, you have a miraculous mustache and a tiny little shitty goatee, actually. But okay. Oh no, you blackmailed that man. Also, the player may be freaking out, but Rook doesn't know who the fuck this guy is.
Who are you? Why do you have dirt on the Grey Wardens?
I was at Adamant. Magister Dorian Parvis, at your service. A mutual friend thought you might require some support.
Maevaris Talani, of the Shadow Dragons.
The very same.
Hey, how about that? Well, we were going to recruit that guy, but also he's kind of a prick. Like, well, if I had a nickel for every time someone in the Grey Wardens turned out to be a prick, I would be a very rich man, actually.
What's your relation to the Shadow Dragons?
About a decade ago, Maevaris and I started a political faction called the Lucerni. We were going to change Tevinter for the better. Everyone would recognize the common sense benefits of our approach, and we'd all live happily ever after.
I take it that didn't happen.
Yeah, no.
Maevaris was framed, kicked out of the Magisterium, and the Lucerni were dissolved. So she took the movement underground.
The Shadow Dragons.
Since I still haunt the Magisterium, that makes me the Shadow Dragon's man on the inside.
Rather convenient. So, we kind of sort of pissed off the fucker, which may or may not be a problem.
I think we made an enemy of the First Warden today. Well, more you than me. He just thinks I'm a dangerous idiot.
Ha! Enemy? I've ignored greater men. No Grey Warden worth the name sits in a Menrathus lounge sipping wine. You need the Wardens? Look for the ones out there fighting the Blight.
Hey, you know a guy
In
named
the
Tom.
meantime, the Shadow Dragons will keep a close watch on the Venatori.
Although...
Good luck. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
We might actually want a real Grey Warden.
Only the veil stood between us and a world of blighted darkness.
Maybe he could drink?
But on this side, the gods could only tap a trickle.
That might not go well for him, though.
They had to turn that trickle into a flood. They sure could have used Solus's dagger to rip open the Fade. But some foolish mortal had taken it. So, they'd have to create a dagger of their own.
Yeah.
Drowning the world in blight was just a matter of time.
That seems bad. Taste feels a little bit better there. And hey, we were correct. A refined sensibility. Yes, that was very good. They were dropping so many bombs on all of those people who aren't us. Yes, It's the typical New York Times reader.